Nicole Ross, October Detroit NAC champion. Nicole, despite your long career and the really high level of success you've achieved throughout it, this is your first NAC win. A lot of younger fencers often get hung up on the results and maybe not achieving that NAC win or whatever the tournament might be. How, as an athlete, do you remain patient and focused on the process and trusting that the results will come?
Well, something that I've tried to focus on in my own fencing over the years is consistency. And so that might not mean winning the tournament every time, but it may mean coming in the top 4 80% of the time, or coming in the top 8 all the time. And so that those gains have really kept me going, because it's not always just about that last bout. But it does feel really good to finally achieve that goal, and it's been something that's been evading me for a long time. It's very elusive, so I'm really happy to get it under my belt and to not crumble in the final, because I think that that's something that I've done in the past mentally, and especially in this final I was down, and I really didn't let that get to me, and I just worked through the process like you said, so I'm proud of that.
And is this win today in any way like validation for you, that like all that trust in the process and just knowing your level and abilities, that today it kind of just validated it for you or for the community that you are this caliber of an athlete?
Yeah, I don't know. I like to think that I was already there before I just won the last bout, and I think that for me it's more, the validation comes more in beating the really good fencers that I had to beat along the way, and also in being down and being a little bit lost with each one of them, and then finding my way through the bout. So that's what I really feel strong about, because I think that's what I could transfer to my international circuit fencing. One bout here, one bout there on the final strip, at the end of the day, doesn't really determine who you are as a person, but getting those really, really tough wins, I think, is what matters.
Now, tough wins were certainly present in today's tableau, not only with yourself, but throughout the tableau. The top 32 were really stacked fencers.
Yeah.
Columbia in particular had, I think, 6 in the top 16. Your path to the final was pretty grueling.
Yeah.
You beat former teammate Margaret Liu in the semis. Tell us about your path, like in getting to the final strip.
So, well, I was first coming out of pools, and which is always nice, but I drew former teammate Jackie Dubrovich in the 16, and I don't think I've ever beaten Jackie in competition, so that was a really, really tough bout for me, and I was down almost the whole time. Just grueling physically and mentally, so that was a big hurdle for me to overcome. And then I fenced Madison Zeiss, who's also a really tough competitor, and both of those women I respect a lot, and so and I know what they can do with other opponents, and so that was also just really tough for me to stay focused the whole time. And then I fenced Margaret, and Margaret is of course a great competitor. She's won this tournament many times and national championships many times. We fence all the time, we're training partners, and I did feel like I really changed my... I was a lot more relaxed in the bout than I usually am, and that helped me. So that helped me stay sort of relaxed and loose during those tough moments. Yeah.
And why do you feel you may have been more relaxed facing Margaret this time as opposed to numerous times before?
I think just experience and trying something new. I haven't been successful against her recently in national tournaments, and so I just wanted to change something. And I also was feeling physically a little bit down, so I like to bend my knees really deep, but I wasn't able to, and so I just sort of had to relax my whole body, and that actually ended up helping me tactically.
All right, maybe a new discovery. All right, either way, Nicole, congratulations on the extremely tough path to the final and then capping it off with a big win for you.
Thank you.
Congrats.
Thanks.